Alright, I'm recording.
You know, I kind of want to go back and play wrestling games. I know I made that joke about 2K15, but
No, you don't.
I kind of want.
Don't do that. I'm really close to the mic right now.
I could hear that.
Can you feel it?
But
Can you
yeah, kind of gives me a tingle in my
can you
heart.
feel the magic?
Silence! It's time! It's time! It's
Time for another episode of the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Okay, guys, well, welcome everybody to the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. This is episode 41. As normal, I'm the host, the Jack of Hearts, and with me this week is, obviously, Knuckles. Knuckles, how you doing, man?
Good, kind of tired. Staying up a little later to record this week. But hopefully we can get done. I can go take a nap before school tomorrow.
Yeah, here's hoping, man.
Nope.
Because I feel like we're going to have a lot of talk about the games we've been playing.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, the other guy that we podcast with is, obviously, Gingerboy. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great. I got a little thing here for everybody here. Here's what you don't do. You don't drink beer, then go to margaritas, then go back to beer, then drink wine, then go back to beer, drink Fireball whiskey, then go back to beer, then drink Fireball whiskey again, then go drink beer again.
How are you not on the floor after that shit?
Well, I was.
No question. How are you not in the bathroom?
Well, I was. No, that's gonna lead to a bad next day. That was my Saturday night. That and Mexican food.
Oh, God.
So
Mexican food and alcohol don't mix.
It's like,
Oh, man.
it's like
Oh,
fucking
God.
Guantanamo Bay in his damn stomach, dude.
Oh God, no! Don't ever do that, guys. It was a terrible decision. I'm probably gonna do it one or two more times in my lifetime. I'm gonna regret it every time I do it, but it's gonna.
One's going to be on your wedding. The second one's going to be at your best friend's wedding.
Yeah. This was pretty awesome.
And the third's going to be that honeymoon.
Yes. Well, no, I don't drink like tequila at all.
No, it's going to be the day you get back from the honeymoon.
That's true.
There we go.
But no, I don't normally drink tequila. But my buddy was like, hey man, I'm hungry. Can you guys just go hang out with me while I go get food? I want to go get Mexican by myself. And that's cool. So we went and we each drank like 4 or 5 margaritas. We were drinking beer before that, and then got back and started playing some drinking games, and ended up drinking a lot of beer. And then, yep. But I'm drinking some delicious vodka right now, so that's pretty good.
Okay, that doesn't sound that good. Just from my little drinking experience, where I downed nearly 2 liters of vodka
Well,
in 30 seconds, and now every time I hear the word vodka, I start to throw
see,
up.
I'm the same way with tequila, except for when it's a margarita. Just the thought of like drinking tequila. I had a bad experience on my 18th birthday party with it, so.
Dude, I have that reaction every time I freaking want to eat cottage cheese, you know? I just hate cottage cheese.
Alright, see, we were talking about alcohol and winning parties.
I gotta hear it. Go ahead, Jack. This is better than my story.
I just remember as a little kid, like, my mom just, like, trying to get, like, freaking cottage cheese or something on my plate, like, freaking at the dinner table or something like that. I just remember just eating some bit of it. It's like, oh my god, what the hell is this? And I just...
Well, it is mainly just boiled
I
milk.
know, but I just hate the taste
But
of it.
it's so good. So good.
Oh.
I liked it when I was a kid. Now, not
So good.
much.
Get some corn on the cob with the BLT. Delicious.
I don't know, it's the same thing with me and macaroni and cheese. I mean, I used to like macaroni and cheese when I was a kid, but I don't want to eat it now. You know?
You're killing me, Smalls.
It's one of those things, like, I have macaroni and cheese, like, every other meal that it
Yeah.
gets cooked. Like, I think I can lay off the mac and cheese for a while.
Oh, mac and cheese is just like it's a solid option with your lunch. It's not the main course, but it's just a side there with it. It works with everything. Tater tots and macaroni and cheese, that always goes together well too. Fish sticks and macaroni and cheese.
God, what is that? What's that meal where you chili mac?
Yeah,
I don't like chili mac.
That's pretty cool.
Ugh.
That Velveeta
like
cheese
chili
and stuff like that. Those cheese sauces, those were pretty good.
Ugh.
But this ain't the food podcast here.
Welcome to the Food Nerds podcast.
Well, for a little bit of a warning to the listeners here at home or wherever the hell you're listening to, back of the car, hippie van, whatever the hell, this is going to be a little bit of an infamous type of heavy type of what you've been playing. Just gonna bring it out there. There might be some spoilers.
The game. That's right, the game. Okay.
Like, we haven't, neither for us that have played Infamous, Infamous Second Son, we haven't beaten it, but we're gonna try to remain a little bit spoiler free, but we're gonna delve into other topic, like detailed information about it, so you might want to skip it, you might not, but you are warned.
Yeah, and what the spoilers I'm mainly talking about is just me playing through bits of Infamous 2, so...
Yeah,
which no one really cares about.
Yeah, because it's like 2009 when that game released, and it's already like, what, 2014? Oh,
yeah. We're not really gonna spoil much about Second Son. As far as I've gone to the game, there's not really any major things to spoil. So,
right, it's basically straightforward. Like, once you hit that first 5 minutes, you know what you're going to be doing throughout the rest of the game.
So, without further ado, let's go into what we've been playing, and I think I'll start off first since my game is kind of a little bit older here. So, I've been playing and just been really chucking through Infamous 2. Now, I've had the game for quite some time now, like ever since the game released, but I've just been playing I played like an hour of it in first, then just focused on other games, and it wasn't until Second Son was announced that I really wanted to go back to Infamous 2. So, within the last like month or so, I just had the craving, okay, play through Infamous 2. So, currently I'm like one side mission away from completing all the objectives, got like about 200 and like freaking 60 something like shards collected, like most of the dead drops and stuff.
That's ridiculous.
I love that part of that game though.
I can't, like everyone I think knows here that I went through Saints Row 4 and got all 1,500 collectibles.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
the orbs.
Yeah, and well, no, it's the data clusters, but yeah, it's like I can't do that again. And then every time I see a shard, it's like I'll pick up the shard that's like out in the open, but I will not chase down those fucking drones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those ones are easy.
I won't chase down the drones, and I won't chase down okay, where's the shard at? If I blow up something and shards are around, I'll pick up those, but I'm not gonna go out of my way and look for that shit.
Yeah, I've literally got all but one shard in this game. So.
That would drive me nuts. But the reason, I think the main reasoning why I decided to start playing Infamous 2 or something a little bit later on is because before the game even came out, Infamous 2, I freaking went through, I got all the blast shards and all the dead drops. I didn't really feel like going through it again with Infamous 2 because, like Knuckles was just saying, you collect a lot of collectibles. You don't really feel like collecting after a long while. But with Infamous 2 right now, I'm just about maybe 4 or 5 story missions away from beating the game, and I am just been really quite enjoying myself. It obviously is better than the original Infamous, in my personal opinion. But a lot of the stuff I really like about it is while I'm doing the blast shard collecting and stuff, I just love just going through the terrains and stuff and just going to the top of buildings, just playing these freaking little electronic, these ice grenades and stuff that I got this upgrade. Just picking off a lot of different enemies and stuff off the rooftops. It's just hilarious. You can even climb up to the highest points and stuff, the buildings and stuff, and they just go hovering down. And I think one of the best moments I think I've had while playing that game is just surfing upon the electric lines and stuff, which you can do. Go on the electric lines, just slide across you're just freaking surfing one point to another, and then jump off and then throw these freaking electric ice grenades or something like that at the enemies. They stick, they blow up, they take down about 4 or 5 of them at the time. Oh man. But I'm just really looking forward to finishing up the rest of this game. But another thing that I will say, just a little bit of hindsight to tie into what you guys have been playing also, is I did buy Infamous Second Son, but I am not going to play it until I beat Infamous 2.
That's smart.
Well, yeah. I got a little bit of extra money in earlier on last week, so I got reimbursed for like paying college tuition. So I managed to go and pick up my copy, and obviously it's going to be awesome when I eventually get to it. So without further ado, whichever guy wants to start talking about Infamous Second Son.
Before we talk about that, there's a few things I really want to get into about Infamous. Like, main character, Desmond. Even though I hated Cole's fucking accent.
Well, the first or the second?
I liked the second one.
I can agree with you.
He has different accents in each game?
There's two different voice actors. One, the Colt from the first game, and the second game.
And the second one, he kind of has like this retarded southern accent.
Gotcha. Okay. I never played the games before, so.
And, well, I do enjoy Cole's powers. Like how Jack mentioned, like the grinding the power lines and then just jumping. And you can grind the power lines, jump, dash with the electricity, and then grind more power lines to get to where you need to go a lot faster. And they have something similar to that with the neon power that you get eventually. Neon. But it doesn't hold up to Cole's electricity, where you're basically lightning fast and whatnot. Like, I do hate Deslin's like starting ability, the smoke ability. And basically you can just go, basically turn into smoke, and that's great for when you need to go through locked gates and events. Like, there's one move that I actually enjoy because it's if you're evil or good, you can throw it's called a surfer grenade. You throw it, it dazes the enemies for like 5 seconds, which gives you enough time for, if you're evil, to run up, do the Vulcan mind melt, which basically grabs their head and just sucks their life out. And then you can just quickly dash enemy doing that, which builds up your finishing meter, which allows you to do your ultra move or for whatever ability you need. And what I do enjoy is switching from smoke to neon and keeping that that meter like really fast, because you do have a time limit before it goes away. Get rid of my smoke, switch to or get to smoke, kill 7 people, switch back to neon, and then pick them up with the finisher that this one has, where basically you just left at every enemy in the area and just go batshit crazy on them, where you're just shooting at them with neon beams.
That sounds crazy.
It's fucking crazy, but I would warn anyone who has a history of epilepsy to avoid that power.
Shit. No shit.
Yeah.
Blinking lights every time you freaking shoot something.
Blinking lights every time you shoot and run. You have this like pink and white, yellow trail following you. It's freaking ridiculous. And blue if you're a good guy, which obviously I wasn't. But getting into it, I'm enjoying the game. Or wait, I'm not going. Do you want to go Gingerboy, or since you're playing the other side?
Yeah, sure. I am playing as good because I'm not an asshole.
Let's see. I'm playing as evil because I feel like Deslin is an asshole. He starts off the game by graffitiing billboards.
Yeah, and that's actually something I want to talk about. That's a cool. Is one of the side things you can do in the game is you can actually like you can do graffiti on like and things like that on the walls around Seattle.
Saints Row and
but the cool thing is they actually use like the 6-axis and the microphone in the controller.
Yeah.
Where you actually hold the controller sideways and you move it like a spray can, like a
spray can,
and like it even makes the sound effect and everything. That's pretty cool. It's kind of
when you shake it, you can hear.
Yeah, you have to, like when you turn it sideways, you gotta shake it. And you can hear like the little ball shaking in there, and then like. Yeah, like you just move the thing around. You just like you make this, you like fall designs. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool, like unique little way to use the controller.
That's a cool touch.
Yeah.
One of my favorite little graffitis he's done is called a popsicle. And basically, all he did is like he drew like this little frosty treat, and then drew a gun barrel in it as a little stick handle. And a bite with like red paint.
Okay,
everywhere.
yeah. So actually, the cool thing is about there is a good one and an evil design you can do. So I'm doing all the good ones. So I haven't seen that one yet. So,
and I'm doing all the evil ones, which is why I haven't seen
asshole.
it. Hey, some of the evil ones are fucking.
I do want to.
hilarious.
I am considering going back. Maybe going through it again on evil. And it's pretty. It looks like it's a pretty easy platinum for the game.
I've been hearing that.
You really gotta go through it like once on good and once on evil, and you get the platinum. I'm 75% of the way through actually completing the game. I've done all the side stuff you can do in the game. Like I said, I have all but one of the shards, but I have to get further into the main story to do it to get that last shard. I don't know. I think the collectibles are kind of fun. Where there's the town, like the Seattle is like separated in like 13 bureaus.
Yep.
And each bureau has like this DUP like truck, and it's like, and once you go and you destroy this truck, and it's always surrounded by a bunch of enemies. You fight all these enemies. You destroy the truck. It shows you where all the collectibles are on the map. Like there's the tracker drones. There's like these hidden agents you gotta find, secret agents you gotta find. There's like hidden cameras and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. I thought that's pretty fun. I mean, the story is pretty interesting with Deslin. Deslin, is played by who was it again? Knuckles. We were talking about this before the show.
Nolan North.
Nolan North. He does like. Yeah, he's the main voice, and Nolan North is
fucking video games.
Yeah, pretty much every somewhat popular game, he is the main. He's the voice for him.
Yeah.
Basically
over the last 10 years and stuff, if you've played a AAA video game, odds on you've played a game where Nolan North has been the voice somewhere inside of some character.
Yeah, he does the same voice in every game, has the same style. But that's what people hire him for, though, is like they want Nolan North, they don't want something different. But the story is pretty good. But what this game is, I mean, it's fun. The powers are fun. Like he said, the neon powers are pretty cool that you get a little bit later in the game, but you start off with the smoke. Smoke's pretty cool too. Some of the special abilities you can do with it are pretty fun. I think the neon's better. After a while, I start to like the neon more. I also like the fact that it's you don't feel like overpowered, even though like I have literally everything fully upgradable that I've unlocked so far, because I have all the shards that you use to unlock and power up your power. You make your abilities more powerful. I have all those done. I still don't feel like I'm overpowered, and like I've died several times in this game. Just mainly me just jumping into a bunch of enemies, trying to be like a badass, and realize you're not not as powerful as you think you are.
The people with Infamous 1 and 2, I felt pretty much like a god, because the main enemies you fought against in the game were like grunt gang members with assault rifles.
I'm not feeling that way with Infamous 2, I'll tell you that, dude.
Oh, that's how I felt when I was playing Infamous. I did play Infamous 2, I never really didn't get real far in it. But
I don't know, but like, I mean, I'm enjoying this game overall, but I would say if you have a PS4 to buy, but I'm having a lot of issues with the game at the same time where kind of the world doesn't feel alive. Where it's just kind of like there's not a lot of interesting. I mean, you meet a couple characters during the game. I don't know how far into the game. Probably more than 50%, as far as the story goes. But it feels like it's kind of a been there, done that kind of thing as well. Where I've done all these kind of missions before, with all this side stuff you can do. is there's no side, really any side missions. I feel like I've done this several times. Saints Row 3rd, Saints Row 4, Far Cry 3. Some of the Assassin's Creed games are, so there's something revolutionary about this game. It's a game style I like a lot, but it's not this is not a system seller to me. You guys might disagree. I mean, if you're a fan of Infamous, I think you'll probably like it. I've never played Infamous before, and I'm loving this game. And I'm saying the same. I'm not trying to bash this game. I am really, really enjoying it. It's just kind of like, I mean, just doing the side stuff it's fun. As far for me, it's more of like an OCD kind of thing. I'm having fun with it.
Oh, I see.
Like doing these side stuff there's no there's no like. Deslin doesn't really talk much. They have any silly things he says that's like fun. Like I would say I would rather play Saints Row the Third or Saints Row 4 before this game because it had so many interesting characters and there's always something fun happening. But that's also something why I like the gameplay more in this game. It's where in in Infamous where you don't feel overpowered. Like when basically the problem I did with Saints Row the Third and Fourth is I did all the side stuff first. And then I literally couldn't die, couldn't take damage, nothing affected me. In this game, that doesn't happen.
With Saints Row 4, like, if you're like me, you collect all the fucking shards. Or not shards, but data clusters. You're pretty much a god in that game.
Yeah, you break the game. And that's what I like about Infamous is you don't really, I mean, like I said, I have everything powered up, and I'm still not, like, just walking through enemies.
Yeah, it's like, I think the enemies themselves, like, power up against you. Yeah.
Like I was talking to Knuckles for the show, as you do, so basically you go through each district and you select they're at 100%. The DUP is basically the main army that's trying to stop you, and they control each district 100%. And as you do the side stuff, destroy their cameras or destroy their tracker drones and stuff like that, you knock it down slowly, the percentage. And once it gets below 30%, you can do these district showdowns where you fight some helicopters and a bunch of enemies. And you kill them all, and they're out of the district, and that's pretty fun. But I mean, it's just after I've literally done all of those, so they're not really around I could just kind of walk through the entire town now, and not fight anybody. So I've kind of hurt the game in that sense.
On that note, I walk through the town and I get fucking shot at by everyone.
Yeah, I mean, they're still around. You'll still see a DUP truck every now and again, but it's not but in the beginning of the game where they're just in every corner. Now there's just there's one or two trucks per district. But that's probably my fault, where I'm probably playing the game wrong, or I did all the collectible stuff first and then I'm jumping to the story.
Which I would actually recommend doing that because you get done with the game, you have all these abilities that you don't really need anymore.
Yeah.
And you're just upgrading moves that don't matter right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I have 80 of the blast shards, and I can't. They're just sitting there because I can't power up anything. So I'm assuming there's more abilities.
Yeah.
That you unlock.
I'm pretty sure
as the game goes on.
DLC that gives you abilities and whatnot for it.
Yeah, but I imagine they'll do side stuff for it to give you more. I don't know. I like I said, I mean, I don't want people to think I'm saying this game is not great. I mean, it's a great game. There's just nothing new about it. If you like those kind of games, Saints Row 3 and 4, you'll probably like this game too.
All right. So, does anybody else want to contribute and stuff like that on the Infamous discussion or something like that? Or
I actually do because
okay.
I played the evil character.
Do it.
And basically everything Gingerboy says is true if you play as good.
Yeah.
For me, I'm having a lot harder time with this because I'm on the brink of being infamous. Which means I get attacked by drug dealers, I get attacked by police officers, I get attacked by DUP. Which, if you're a fan of Futurama, they've also mentioned, Deslin refers to them as dupe, which is the space thing for Futurama.
Yeah. Well, no, I still get attacked by the police and the gang members too.
Yeah, which I understand getting attacked by gang members. Why the hell do you get attacked by cops?
Because you're still technically a bioterrorist.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I see.
So I still get attacked by cops. As long as I don't use my powers in front of them, they won't attack you.
Same way with DUP, though.
Yeah. Basically, it's the same thing. Gang members, the only time they attack me is if I attack them first. So,
well, I get attacked by everyone on sight, so.
yeah.
And, well, I've been doing something that I didn't do what I did with Central 4. I didn't jump into collecting all the freaking collectibles to begin with. I've been going through the main quest and doing whatever it took to unlock the next story mission. Which is kind of bite me in the ass, because I have abilities, and, but I don't know if you've gotten the ability where basically can you glide longer for Smoke or any other Neon?
Yeah, I have all that. You can.
How
glide
long
a
does
little
your
bit longer.
glide last?
Not very long.
Not I mean like dash, like straight.
Yeah, I can dash twice with Smoke now.
Okay, so basically that's all you can really do.
Yeah, and you can glide longer. You can do that.
Yeah, glide just doesn't really do much.
No, it doesn't really. No,
Oh,
you can glide like 5 seconds longer.
What I don't like about the Smoke, basically your Deslin, his real ability is a leech. If he come across as any person, if he finds any person that has powers naturally, he can take them away. He can basically suck the powers from them.
Is that? I thought all of them could do that. Is that just something he can do?
That's just something he can do.
Okay, because so basically the main story of the game is that certain people are conduits. That people they can. There's just something that has to happen that can unleash. Everybody has that gene in them. That some people are they can just unlock this ability for them. I thought that was just all of them can have that ability to.
That's just him.
Leech. Okay.
That's
All
interesting.
right.
It's kind of like similar to what Cole can do. Like, it's a matter of fact for Infamous 2 as well, because he can absorb other type of other conduits, certain abilities as well, though. But anyway, carry on, Knuckles. Yeah, there's a specific scene, and this is one of the spoilers I'm talking about, where you have this character Quo, which actually lends some of her powers and stuff to Cole and stuff, and that's how he inherits a lot of those ice abilities to contribute to meld with his electricity. Like I was saying, ice grenades.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get much into Infamous 2, but it seemed like some people can steal powers, but his natural power is to leech. And he comes out like Smoke, and it's like, come on, Smoke's not that great. Like I said earlier, it has some good drawbacks, but when you're trying to get up a building, it kind of sucks, because...
Yeah, no, that does not work.
No, it's like, the best way to get up a building is to have that neon power where you just run straight up it.
Yeah, you can run straight up walls and everything like that. It's kind of like, it's almost kind of like the superpower you had. It's the neon power is like the powers you get in Saints Row 4, where you can just run really fast, and you can run non-stop, and you can run up everything.
You can't run non-stop. Like you have short.
Yeah, you can.
bursts.
You can unlock it, and you can.
That
run.
must be a fucking hero power.
Maybe it is. I don't know. It's one of the ones I have unlocked, so I can run non-stop.
Oh, that's nice. I can only run for 5 seconds. It's like a normal dash for me.
Look into that. See if you can do it. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, playing Evil, it's kind of cool because I get to corrupt all the people that I steal powers from.
Oh, I see.
And which is options you can choose to be good or bad when you confront them. And I confronted this one chick.
Yeah.
Which you steal the neon powers from her.
Uh-huh.
And basically you corrupt her to fight racist. You corrupt her to kill racist. Freaking. God.
People that hate conduits.
Basically, yeah, people who hate
protesters
conduits.
and stuff.
Protesters.
Yeah, there's actually protesters around around the town. You can she can go up there and she'll attack them for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and which is weird here's why I chose to play Evil, because throughout the entire game, your character is basically trying to steal other people's powers, knowingly trying to steal them to kill Augustine, which is the bad guy.
The main bad guy.
Well,
bad woman.
No, the main story is basically Deslin is a Native American. And he lives on the land with a lot of with the tribe, and one of there's like a DUP truck flips over and it's transporting 3 conduits in there that actually have the powers, and Deslin bumps into the one guy that smoke, and that's how he gets his powers. And Augustine, who's like the main, like she runs the DUP basically, she has like this concrete ability, and she actually make concrete go through your bones in your body. And she basically she uses it to torture to try to get information from the entire tribe. And she, instead of like taking out the concrete, she leaves them in there and then slowly killing the entire tribe. So his thing is he wants to go and get Augustine's powers. So because the only way they can get to save the tribe is to basically get the powers and take out the concrete out of their bodies so they can live.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple of big news stories that have actually happened over the week. One actually happened yesterday with Facebook. Facebook actually bought Oculus Rift for about $2 billion. So
that's crazy.
So you know what? I'm gonna have Gingerboy. Gingerboy, I think you might have the most to talk about for this subject, man. What do you think?
I think you'd be wrong. First off, I really don't. I'm more just kind of shocked about this. I really don't know what to say. It's kind of surprising. So with Oculus Rift being, it's the new VR virtual reality thing. It's a big thing. I'm wondering if who was the company? Was it just Oculus that was the company before?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was the case.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is kind of like a situation where this thing they built this thing not to actually sell it, have it out there for everybody to buy it. It's kind of like they built it to be sold, kind of thing. This company built this thing to sell it for a bunch of money.
I can't wait to play Farmville 3 on my Oculus Rift though.
It's gonna be so awesome.
I know, I've been hearing those jokes so much too.
Oh, and Candy Crush Saga. Oh, that's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. You can actually eat the candy now. I'd actually buy that for that. No, I don't know. It's kind of
real quick. Going a little off topic. You know, there's actual Candy Crush candy.
No,
that
kind of sounds awful. I've watched that tie into an Oculus Rift
It's
game.
like no. It goes off the Candy Crush comment. Like Candy Crush Saga. First off, King sucks big cock. But with all their patents and shit.
Okay.
I'm not really gonna go into. But Dave licensed the name Candy Crush Saga to go into bags of candy. So there's Candy Crush Saga, sour, fucking hard candy. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That sounds awful.
Well, see, Angry Birds do the same thing with they have gummy.
Angry Birds is on everything.
Yeah.
You name it, they're on it.
Movies,
they have it.
They have TV shows. They have fucking
Angry Bird tampons.
pillows.
It's ridiculous.
Oh God!
Please
Angry
don't
Bird.
get that Blackbird for the tampon.
No, don't get that Angry Birds red tampon. No, that's not good.
Angry Bird condoms.
Oh God! Just have the one face of that freaking red cardinal and stuff on the end of it.
Angry Bird flavored bacon.
Angry Bird clothes and Angry Bird cereal. Fucking.
Walmart loves Angry Bird.
Yeah, they do.
Knuckles knows.
I hate. Okay, go back to an Oculus Rift.
Okay, well,
Okay.
Facebook.
Well, obviously, my opinion upon this matter, it's just hey, I could see why Facebook would want to just purchase this Oculus Rift. They obviously see some sort of potential thing for huge profit. Obviously, I mean, I wouldn't say in terms of actual video games, even though there are still some video game makers that, regardless of this purchase, are wanting to at least put a lot of the software and stuff on there. All except for obviously Notch, who with his Minecraft stuff. Yeah, he obviously after hearing that, he decided to
Minecraft
pull
with
out.
the Oculus Rift would have been. Minecraft with the Oculus Rift would have been fucking great.
I agree with you there. That would be fun to play.
But yeah, I can't play a Facebook game with that. But
I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Why would Oculus Rift is still in development, and you can only buy
dev kit or quote
dev kits. Dev kits really is a buy now. I'm wondering if Oculus knew that maybe this thing could be a failure, because why would you like? We're talking about this could be the next big thing in gaming, and really actually in all of technology. This could be the next big thing, or at least be the launching point to the next big thing.
Sony already has theirs coming out because of Oculus.
I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it. Where Sony announced theirs last week, and they kind of felt the pressure now. And with Sony, with the Oculus only being on PC only, it's only going to hit a smaller market than the PlayStation and the Xbox. Because I know there's rumors that Microsoft is making their own as well.
I can't wait till
I'm wondering if
Oh,
that was so awesome. You mean the Virtual Boy? We did that 20 years ago. No, I'm wondering if maybe they felt that this thing isn't going to be as successful as they once hoped, so they just kind of backed out now on it and just took the $2 billion instead of risking losing everything. Which I mean, if I don't blame them.
If I'm getting
$2 billion to run.
If I'm innovating something new, and then if I hear like Sony and Microsoft are jumping into this market because of what I did, I would probably flee out too, because they're probably going to get more recognition than the new guy.
I don't blame them. I think, but it's kind of surprising because like everybody I've talked to or I've listened to or read about Oculus is everybody that's played it has said it's great, it's awesome, and it just seemed like this.
There's just a video of two guys playing Outlast with the Oculus Rift.
Oh God!
Oh God! That would be
they have you can see the game. Like, you can see how the game itself moves to his head when the guy who has it on and the other guy's, like, controlling, like, the mouse and whatnot.
Oh, no.
So, basically, whatever that guy's looking at is what's on the screen for him.
Oh, no.
And,
that's
like,
cool.
you can hear them going back and forth. It's like, look this way,
cool.
look that way. It's like, get up, go, go.
That sounds
It's like,
terrible.
Dear God! And you see the guy with the Oculus Rift jump back.
Dear God, don't go that way. No!
Oh God, I want that so bad.
Like, I'll probably post that video on the Drunk Dashners Facebook group.
Seriously, post that. That sounds
Plug.
entertaining to watch.
God.
But
Anyone?
you know what? I kind of view the Oculus Rift as probably going to be more used. I think because Facebook purchasing it, I think that Oculus Rift, like the whole concept of virtual reality type of stuff, I honestly am not really too much like into it. I could see it as like potential use for like helpful things, maybe to like everyday life things. Like say like the health profession. Say you want to practice more in tune with like have doctors like try to practice in tune like with certain surgeries or something like that. I could see that with a potential use though, but I'm just saying it just would be a complete waste if Facebook were just to purchase and then just use it just squarely for some sort of gaming stuff. So, but that's just my opinion on the matter.
Maybe Facebook will jump up their games to like decent level instead of all these like little mobile games like Candy Crush.
Nope, those make too much money and there's too cheap.
I know they're gonna do it, but how are you gonna play an Oculus Rift with freaking Angry Birds Family or Words with Friends?
They'll find a way. It'll be crappy and no one will like it, but
I don't like it, but
they'll
hey,
find a way.
an Oculus has already jumped out and made money.
yeah.
I just feel like the whole
for
virtual reality
them.
thing is kind of
They're
like
not even making any more. They're not even making.
yeah.
They're not even. An Oculus wasn't even making any more dev kits because they ran out of resources.
That's right. That's on hold right now because they can't make any more. Sorry
Not
about
anymore.
And then they sell it to Facebook so they don't even have to worry about it.
I know, right?
that. Yeah, it's smart.
smart.
Oculus just seems smarter and smarter at this point now. It's like, guys, we're actually kind of screwed at this point.
But you know what? In
Facebook
sort of,
wants
like,
to offer
gaming
us, okay,
perception,
$2 billion, take it.
But like from my like gaming perspective and stuff like that, I wouldn't see like I would hardly like use the type of like VR stuff because in my honest opinion, it just seems kind of like how motion control was like with the last generation stuff, like used somewhat, but like hardly like anything ideal for me just to go and just play for like long periods of time, you know? Because I'm more akin to just playing with a controller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that definitely being the most. This could be. I think this can either be. It'll be the motion control of this generation, or it could be like the next big thing in gaming.
Yeah, like become incredibly hot beginning and then just wane out.
You'll know if it's good or not, because if Nintendo bases their next console around this, you know it's garbage.
Oh, that's kind of harsh.
Maybe they can pull off their VR. Maybe they could pull off their Virtual Boy 2.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't yeah.
Oh,
Virtual
man.
Boy HD.
Oh, can you just imagine that? They just get like a gigantic Mario
3D
hat just to put on
Virtual
your head and
Boy.
stuff like that, with all sorts of various like Mario freaking eyes or something like that. It's like, oh hey, touch the mushrooms.
Oh. That's a different game. Only adults play that game.
But anyway, let's go on to our next topic here. Apparently, EA, they're not the worst company in America for 2014. This comes by way of the worst company in America type of poll or some that this, I'm not too sure where it originates from, but apparently every year there's a specific site that rates like the worst companies inside the U.S. and EA has won twice in the span of the past couple of years.
What it is actually they have people vote on this website. The worst company, and 2 years running now, EA won in 2012, 2013. EA won worst company of the year. 2012 was gamers were angry about the Mass Effect 3 because they're idiots, and then
it was
2013
funny. They voted for because of Mass Effect when Bank of America was on that list too, which illegally foreclosed on like 12 million homes.
I know, right?
Yep. And they also were giving money to terrorists.
Yeah, and they also gave money to fucking terrorist-affiliated countries.
Honestly, let me just say this for a second. How stupid can people on the internet be if they're worried about a goddamn ending to a video game as opposed to having 12 million homes foreclosed by one damn company,
Hey, man. People don't care about people losing their houses. They just want a good ending to Mass Effect. What's more important here? What are your options?
Mass Effect. I'd rather have Mass Effect.
Do you want a house to live in, or do you want to have a good ending to Mass Effect? I mean, come on. It's easy to me.
Hey.
I have lost friends over this.
I can get my car in Starbucks and as long as I get Wi-Fi, as long as I have Mass Effect, I'm happy.
You just see Knuckles just bring over his 360. He's like, I want a good ending to Mass Effect 3. I don't care. I'm going to play this Starbucks for hours.
I have legitimately lost Facebook friends over Mass Effect 3 ending, and I've had arguments. People, they legitimately think that Mass Effect 3 ending is worse than Bank of America. Well, no, they don't listen to the show. I know. I'm just telling you. People are
call them out so everyone who agrees with us can hate on them.
No, I'm not gonna do it. It was 2 years ago. But no, then what was it? 2013. They voted for him because SimCity sucked.
The DRM thing was like a really big issue. Plus the whole thing with Battlefield and stuff. That issue. So I think with Battlefield 3, was it 2013?
Well, no, that happened. That happened before. That happened last March. But then Battlefield came out in November. It's funny. I'd actually would rather vote for. I think of all the last 3 years, I would probably vote EA more this year than the last 2 years.
Oh, I know, right?
With Battlefield not being. I'm not saying that I agree that the worst company in the world. I think it's idiotic.
There's way more countries. There's companies that have to install suicide nets just so.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Foxconn shit.
Jump. Yeah.
But they were beaten out by Time Warner Cable, like 51% to like 48%. Which thank God for people with fucking common sense,
Time Warner sucks dick.
So what did Time Warner do now that everybody hates it? I have no idea what's going on with that.
Basically, their service just generally sucks.
Oh, okay.
Like
I thought they did something terrible.
High payment bills, pretty much.
Yeah.
And shitty service, like shitty internet. I think their internet has a cap.
Yeah, I know they have. We don't have Time Warner where I live.
Okay. Yeah, so basically,
I don't. I just know from fucking friends.
I know. So basically, some of the companies that are on this like tournament thing, obviously, were like. Things like, what was that? SeaWorld. Obviously, that's one of them. McDonald's, Walmart.
Abusing animals.
Like Time Warner Cable, like Bank of America, obviously. Just all these infamous companies that are known for, like, just screwing over their customers.
Terrible
services. Just stuff like that. Just by terrible things. Which are hugely in a realm of its own in comparison to one video game company where people get pissed off on the internet and just start typing with their, oh, look at me, I don't like this ending.
Fuck EA. Well, I can't say fuck EA. Half the games I'm looking at right now are fucking EA.
90% of if EA went out of business tomorrow, I am screwed as a gamer.
Yeah, you know what? That's
what am I playing right now? Infamous. That's another thing I don't have about EA right now.
90% of the games I play, like Madden.
If EA and
That takes up
Activision went out
most
of
of my-
business, like if EA
Gaming
and
is
Activision
destroyed.
went out of business, yeah, we'd be stuck to mobile, and
We'd all be playing Wii U right now.
and I'd be
Because
playing
we don't play on the
Minecraft.
other
I'd be
consoles.
playing Minecraft right now.
We all be playing.
We'd all be playing. Yeah, Steam and Wii U would be awesome right now because that's
No,
the
not
only
even
reason people
Steam,
buy their
because
game.
half the games, 90% of the games on fucking Steam are Activision and EA too.
No, if you were around, you guys
They
would
got a lot
still
of cool
playing
indie games,
freaking
though.
They got a lot of indie games though, but like fucking, there's a lot of fucking Activision and EA games on there too.
Oh yeah, well they make up a large chunk of
Maybe
the,
not so
you know,
much EA games because of Origin.
You know, it'd be kind of
but-
funny is if those two companies weren't around, people would be probably playing a lot of Counter Strike.
Oh yeah, Counter Strike would
Hey.
still be a thing.
CS:GO, come on.
Okay, speaking of companies that are not supported by EA here, so apparently Nintendo, like for their this week, also was like I think it was like during an article today from various news sites that reported that they've announced like a lot of their Game Boy Advance games that are going to be released in North America in the month of April. So a lot of the Game Boy Advance games are going to be releasing on the Wii U. And obviously playable on the
Oh,
Game
3DS.
Boy.
Only.
And a lot of them that are coming out are really well-known games, like, say, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, like Metroid Fusion, WarioWare Inc., Mega Micro Games, let's see here, Advance Wars, which that's going to be something I want to pick up, Golden Sun. Golden Sun is an excellent underrated RPG.
Oh,
And
great
one of
game.
the last ones that's going to be releasing at the end of April is going to be Super Mario Advance 3 Yoshi's Island, which is an inferior port to the Super Nintendo Classic, but honestly, it's still a great game in my honest opinion because it's still reminiscent to the classic game. Only thing different is like the soundtrack and the graphics, obviously, because when you're trying to port something from back in the Super Nintendo game, back to the Super Nintendo generation, that ran on the FX chip, it's incredibly hard to actually simulate, replicate a lot of that effects from that because it was an entirely different type of chipset stuff. So games like Star Fox and Yoshi's Island, you don't see those really like re-released because it would be an incredibly hard thing actually to port over. So what do you guys think?
I want a Wii U.
Yeah, if this was on 3DS, I'd be completely different.
I regret my 3DS purchase. I want a Wii U now.
What I can say though, the price points for some of these games though they range like from say $6.99 or $7.99, and as like I think
Yeah,
yeah,
$7 or $8
or $8 or something like that. One of the things I'm kind of not understanding here is there's no cross buy between these type of titles. So say if you're spending like $7 or $8 or something like that, obviously you want to try to get it like the best type of deal possible. So I don't understand why they didn't have it just like, okay, you buy it on your Wii U, you get to play on your 3DS, like cross buying thing.
Because they don't want you to play your 3DS. They want you to play a Wii U. Because everybody's playing 3DS, no one's playing Wii U.
I do like the pricing on like a lot of these Game Boy Advance games because if you try to look up the amount of some of these old Nintendo games for the Game Boy Advance, it could be pretty outrageous. Like for example, what was the game I was looking at today? Yeah, Metroid Fusion, the Game Boy Advance game. If you try to get the original copy of it, it will run you maybe about 14 something, the lowest thing on Amazon. But obviously, some of the higher end games, like say a Pokemon game or say a Golden Sun, those RPGs they are worth a lot of cash. Like for instance, I recently priced and put out like a Pokemon Emerald game in my workplace, like for say $15, but that was like half of what the initial like online sellers were looking at, like $30 and up. You know,
Pokemon Red right now, $250 new, $30 used.
Yep,
Yep.
that's about right.
I don't know. I think it's a decent launch for the Game Boy Advance games for Wii U. The Golden Sun and Metroid Fusion are the two ones that stick out for me as a fan. Like I said, like we were talking about, it's disappointing that they're not going to be available on 3DS. There's no reason why they're not doing it. At this point, they're just doing it, and it's pissing me off that they're just doing it because they want to sell Wii U's. And I understand from a business point, they're trying to make
Here you have
the Wii U.
Here you have these handheld Game Boy Advance games releasing on the Wii U to play on your gamepad, but you don't have the option to play on the 3DS, which would make total common sense.
It's a handheld game that for a hand. You can't play on a handheld It's so
and you know what's
stupid.
funny?
I understand.
And you know what's funny about it is a lot of those games that they announced, a lot of the people who invested in the 3DS to begin with when it first launched, they got them for free from the Ambassador program.
Oh, really? Is that something?
Obviously, Yoshi's Island, Metroid Fusion, WarioWare, F-Zero Maximum Velocity. Those are 4 games that were for free for the Ambassador program.
Yeah, and I think that they needed, like, the 3DS it's got 3DS is not anything, like Bravely Default came out in early February, but Yoshi's Island has kind of been a flop for them.
Yeah.
I mean, what is 3DS got coming out right now for it? It can also use a boost right now.
Let's see.
I mean, is there anything down the line coming for it? I mean,
well, let's see. I know there's
the Wii U's got more coming down than.
I believe Mario Golf's going to be coming out pretty soon for the 3DS, which that's a game I'm going to want to be investing in because that's awesome. I love Mario Golf. But honestly, I am not too sure at the moment. But there are some like indie game stuff that are going to be coming down the pipeline, I believe. Doesn't like Shovel Knight come on? I think it's on the Wii U though.
Man, I feel like they both of their systems can use a bit of a boost right now. And why not do the cross-buy, put them on there? I mean, it's just like the Super, like we talked about before with the Super Nintendo games. Why aren't those why is none of like the Super Nintendo games like oh my god, I'm blanking on the game. The RPG.
Okay, an RPG
for the Super Nintendo RPG game. That's like, oh my god.
Well,
we talked about it before.
We've talked about it before.
NES.
Earthbound.
With NES. Earthbound. Like, why is that not on 3DS?
I have no freaking clue.
I want to play that game so freaking bad. But I'm not going to pay $300 for a console to play a $10 game.
But, well, anyway, just to wrap this up or something like that, I would just say that, personally, I do love that they actually have shown some more interest in boosting their freaking virtual console stuff, since it's been mostly just dead for the past couple months since their last major release. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was the last major game that Nintendo actually released on their system. So, to tide us over until maybe like Mario Kart, which is in May, a lot of these virtual console games, hey, that's a nice boost for April, but what's going to be up for, for the rest of the time from here till E3, There's Mario Kart, there's maybe something else like indie related.
Brawl, or the new Smash Brothers game.
Brothers, there's no actual real release date for it yet. But
probably, I bet August.
Yeah. Okay, so to tie out the last of our little Nintendo news, today there was an interesting announcement for a new DLC content for Sonic Lost World, a Wii U game, a Wii U exclusive game, that has got another interesting DLC thing. I mean, months back, it got a Yoshi's Island type of DLC pack that you could download for free, play on your Wii U and stuff. But today, it was announced that Sonic Lost World is getting a Legend of Zelda DLC thing. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this, for example. I mean, I love the fact that it's like Legend of Zelda tied in with just Sonic the Hedgehog, but at the same time, it just really looks weird.
As a Nintendo fan and a Zelda fan, I don't like my Sonic and Zelda touching. It's like Star Wars and Star Trek doing like a crossover movie together.
Have you actually seen that?
I'm sure.
I would rather you say it was more. I would rather you say that if it was Sonic and Mario, which they've done before.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Sonic and Mario. It makes sense from that standpoint with Sonic and Mario being like it's Sega's main guy and it's Nintendo's main guy together doing a game together. But Zelda, it's kind of a weird crossover there. I mean, it's just like it's in an Ocarina of Time world and everything like that. But I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just kind of it just feels wrong in a weird sort of way for me that these two games are touching.
Did you see some of the images that were coming off of IGN and stuff, like some of their portrayal? You see Sonic.
Yeah, I saw some of the screenshots.
Green tunic and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine.
An April Fool's joke, to be honest. Like a week early.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I mean that. I just don't know what to say about that. That's just crazy. But
no.
And
where's this world coming to?
And speaking of what's this world coming to, The Last of Us, the game that was so highly acclaimed and stuff on the PS3 like around a year ago,
will be on 360 with Gears of War. I don't know.
Oh my god, that would make so many people shit themselves. But no,
That would make a lot of Sony fanboys really, really pissed off.
I know, right? But The Last of Us is coming on the PS4, apparently. This news just dropped like maybe a couple of hours ago before we started recording. So apparently, according to IGN, they have like some news site or something like that just leaked images of the thing running on the PS4. Honestly, I think.
Well, that was I think that happened a long time ago with that, but it was officially announced just a little bit ago that it will be coming this summer, and it comes with the DLC pack.
Well, that's a smart
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious if it'll have the multiplayer though in it, or if it'll just be kind of like a regular port is, where it's just got the main single player. I think I'll pick it up. Mainly just because for right now, E3 is around the corner, so as far as summertime goes, there's nothing announced for it. Like Witcher 3 just got pushed back to early next year. Destiny's not till September. We don't really know. We don't know what's coming out this year. So, unless there's something else big that they're going to announce, I imagine if anything big comes around that time of year, it'll be at E3. They'll announce it. I don't know. I think I'll probably pick it up, even though, I don't know. It's hard to, I enjoy the game. It's kind of one of these weird games where I love the game, but I don't ever want to play it again. But for some weird reason, I still want to. I kind of want to play it now. Maybe because it's so far removed. But I don't know. What do you think, Jack?
Well, honestly, I'm in the same boat. I just got done playing this game like about a few months ago, and after all that frustrating experience and that I had personally with it, I am not really in the mood to go and investing inside The Last of Us again so soon. So
okay. Well, I played through it back in June when it first came out. I would say if you just jumped into the PS4 and you didn't play Last of Us, there's no point in you not buying this game. If it's full price, that might kind of turn me away. If it comes out for 40 or 50, I might jump in if there's nothing else going on at that
easier
point.
To swallow if it's like freaking $40 or something like that.
Yeah, 60 might be pushing it. I imagine it'll be $60 though. See, in fact, it's only a year-old game.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it if it's like $60 for the PS4, honestly, because hey, you can get it for cheaper on the last platform.
Yeah, but when Tomb Raider, they did the definitive edition for PS4 and Xbox One for $60, but you can actually buy the 360 and PS3 version for $15. So it wouldn't be the first time. That game was about a year out from when it came out too.
True.
So,
but anyway, Knuckles, what do you think about this whole thing?
I haven't played Last of Us. I got to probably about 3 hours into it. But if it comes out when there's a dull period, I'll probably pick it up and play it and
play 3 hours.
Play probably about 5-6 hours.
Oh man,
yeah. So,
and then when it re-releases on PlayStation 5, then I'll finally beat it.
Yeah, right. Along with Metal Gear Solid 4 and Metal Gear Solid 5.
Well, anyway, let's go into our little last topic here, which I kind of want to say a few things about here. And this regards our iTunes reviews and stuff. Please, people, for the life of you, if you do love listening to us talk week after week or whenever we can update our podcast stuff, please leave us a review on iTunes. Hell, we very much appreciate it. You don't like us? You like us? Whatever. Just post a comment, rate us and stuff. Please, just give us some bit of love, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Knuckles has got a very fragile ego. We gotta smooth it over sometimes with a nice little
a competent Knuckles
review.
Is a happy Knuckles.
Preferably 5 stars. Yes. Then he doesn't abuse us anymore.
I'm sorry, I took that. You want to be abused?
See what I mean? This is him nice to us right now.
That's very true.
He's not listening.
No, I was actually trying to find something, but well.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's next, host?
Okay, well, let's go ahead and try to conclude a little bit of our podcast here. So I'm going to go ahead with my Wrestler of the Week.
We're here.
and it's a no-brainer for this week. I'm going to go ahead and say Bray Wyatt. Why Bray Wyatt? Because this dude has been absolutely killing it with his promos from the beginning part of the whole Road to WrestleMania up until, like, right this week and stuff, with this whole thing with the Wyatt family and freaking John Cena, this whole feud going on between Bray Wyatt and John Cena and stuff. It's just really cool just to watch. I mean, granted, Bray Wyatt started off with NXT, I believe. NXT wrestled some pretty good matches from NXT and stuff. He comes on to this, like, you know, spectacular type of entrance for his debut, which I absolutely adore, and I love it. But this whole gimmick, his persona, is sort of like this, like, kind of like Swamp Bayou type of, like, cultish type of persona that's just really haunting, but at the same time, it's just so intriguing just to listen to his character just do promos, because he gets so into it, and he just convinces you this character is just, like, one of these, like, god complex type of, like, complicated characters. You know, it kind of reminds me in a certain way how, and obviously not as hooky as, say, like, The Undertaker or something like that, but in comparison, it's like, this guy kind of reminds me a bit of, like, the old school kind of Attitude Era type of things you would see with characters, let's say, like The Undertaker or Kane, or, like, maybe to a certain extent Gangrel, which I don't really like Gangrel that much, but yeah, if you are a fan of pro wrestling and stuff like that, try to catch some bits of Bray Wyatt's, like, promos, not only on NXT but also on Raw with this thing with the Wyatt family. But
very nice.
Anyway, let's go ahead. Knuckles, you want to do your random Twitter follower of the week?
No, not really. I think I'm done with that. Kind of tiring looking at people who all they do is just retweet stuff from game developers, like contests and stuff.
Right,
That's all I'm seeing on Twitter. So there's nothing really worthwhile. Follow at @chunk_nerds on Twitter.
And, yeah, there you go. That's what we need to do. And also, if anybody's interested, we do have...
Tweet some good shit if you want to get a follower of the week. Twitter of the week, top deal.
Show us your boobies. No. Just kidding.
Oh, that's all I gotta do? Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Thank God this isn't a video.
Yeah,
chat.
Seriously.
Well, no, I'm doing a picture. I'm gonna send it to the Drunk Dash Nerds Twitter page.
Just kidding. Don't show us your titties. Anyway, if you...
if you're over 18, go ahead.
Anyway, if you guys are really interested in looking at our message board and stuff, it's obviously http://drunk-nerds.proboards.com. Also, please check out our Drunk Nerds Facebook page and group, which is spelled drunk-nerds, obviously. And for our Twitter group, obviously, drunk_nerds. Okay, am I saying that correctly? Is that good?
Yes. That's exactly how I typed it in the show notes.
All right, boys and girls, that about wraps it up for episode 41. I have been your host, the Jack of Hearts.
I was Gingerboy.
And I've been Clinch Buttocks.
Oh, God.
Wow. You ended it like that, huh?
And with that, we're just scooting on out of here.
See ya.
Adios.
Excuse me. Few too many beers there. Anyways, we're on iTunes now, so go on there and check us out. And if you like us, leave us a review. And we'll even shout you out. And Jack will send you his credit card number.